So this week we're going to talk about my speculation for the fight between Zooro versus Sperospero, because all of the other major characters right now in Vano are busy with other fighters. For example, Jack is fighting the dog Mink, one of the minks. Sanji right now fighting Queen. Marco fighting King, and the other one Jinbei fighting Who's Who, and Frankie defeat Sasaki, who Jinbei have defeated Who's Who, and Black Maria and Nico Robin and Brooke fighting against each other. So Brooke and Nico Robin fight against Black Maria, sorry for that. And all of them, the major character right now, is taken out, or they're fighting some other people. So the only one left that have no opponent is Sperospero. Because Kaido right now fighting against his daughter Yamato, and Yamato Orochi fight against some of the scabbards, and I think the person that will defeat Yamato Orochi is Momonosuke and that little girl. The only one left, I think, is Sperospero. So Sperospero is the only one left that Zoro probably gonna fight against. Maybe some people don't like it, that idea that we fight against Sperospero. But if you think about it, Sperospero can transform his candies to different things. So he can probably transform his candy to a sword, or a bladed weapon, or an axe, or a pole arm, or a spear, or something like that. So, and confuse that thing with the armament hockey and then fight with Zoro. I forget something in the first video I talked about my speculation for this. Another thing was that Zoro right now have the flame sword. Because it's a sword that was put in with the devil fruit, so he have the flame sword that so he can use flames. So obviously that is a very good benefit against Sperospero with flames, because candy is melt when it's too hot and get more liquid, and this kind of thing. But I still think it's gonna be an okay fight. I think it's a possibility with Sperospero and Zoro. We don't know exactly how strong Sperospero is, if Sperospero uses his full potential in a battle, and so on. So yeah, I think that is a possibility with Zoro versus Sperospero. Will be his fight. Monkey D. Luffy and Yamato will fight against Kaido, Law, and Kid for now fight against Big Mom, and then maybe later on the Blackbeard Pirates come, and then some of the members of the Blackbeard Pirate will fight against Law and Kid, and we have a Killer right now fight against Basil Hawkins. Only 3 characters left is Sperospero, Apu, and Yamato Orochi. Apu, Yamato Orochi, and Sperospero is the character left that is right now on Wano. But somebody else probably gonna fight against Yamato Orochi. I think of the scabbards, and if I don't think wrong here, some of the scabbards. So Sperospero is the person I think will Zoro fight against, is the final opponent in Wano that Zoro fight against. Then maybe that is a final opponent in this kind of thing. Sperospero can do lots of things that will work good against Zoro as his battle tactic with his weapon and all this kind of thing. And he's probably stronger than what some people think about Sperospero, because we know why he's weak to fire, because candy gets liquid compared to when it's too hot and all this kind of thing. But yeah, so besides that, Sperospero is probably going to be a very good opponent against Zoro. And I think it's going to be, if that happens, it's going to be a very cool fight to see these two characters with different battle styles of fight against each other, and so on. So yeah, I think that is probably everything really about this video about my speculation for the fight between sperospero and zooro. And we just have to wait and see. You can leave me a comment down and tell me who you think zooro will fight. Do you think zooro will fight sperospero? Do you think zooro will fight Jack? Or do you think zooro will fight against Yamato Orochi? Or some other opponents? Because that is all the one. Or will zooro help Yamato help Yamato against Kaido? Or will zooro fight against Apu? So all of this example, what I think is zooro will fight against sperospero. Yeah, you can leave me a comment who you think zooro will fight against in Vano. All of them have different types of bladed weapon. Jack have a bladed weapon. Sperospero can use his ability to create a bladed weapons or other kind of weapons. And obviously King have a sword, where King right now fights against Marco. And I think right now also that Marco are fighting against two persons, that is sperospero and King. So Zoro help Marco then Zoro help him to fight against sperospero, and then Marco can focusing on King and this kind of thing. Yeah, and that is everything I really want to say in this. Okay, hope you like it. Okay, bye.